internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours of Crypto. Let's get right into today's video. The information we're going to cover in today's episode is so deep, I don't even know how you guys are going to handle it. Everything connects up perfectly, from the dates to the announcements to what we're seeing being rolled out as we speak. It is going to be a monumental moment for every single individual that has been accumulating for the past years. Let's set the tone by a little short clip by Monica Long, president at Ripple, where she indicates, they're going to start rolling out Ripple USD and they're going to announce the rollouts, immediately. That's coming.
What about a huge platform like Coinbase and others, for example? When does that happen?
We are continuing to expand distribution and availability of Ripple dollars on other exchanges. So I think you can expect to see more availability, more announcements coming soon.
How soon?
Imminently.
Well, we'll look out for that.
And when that happens, and when that picks up traction, and when the stablecoin legislation passes, and once, Mika fully goes live in terms of, there's still, nothing has really started fully at a large scale. Okay, there's still the last finishing touches. I mean, look, I always say this, I haven't said it in a while, but the fact that, XRP is trading at $2.29 and the Ripple versus SEC case is still going on, holy, it's like, have we forgotten about that? Can you imagine what's going to happen just first when Gary Gensler leaves the office in less than 12 days? And what do you think is going to happen when this case is completely over and it's behind us? My goodness, words cannot describe it, but you know what can? This image right here, insanity. 3 perfect alphas. David Schwartz posted this, CTO of Ripple. Take a look at this. I mean, if you guys are new to the ecosystem, I'm not going to really break it down because there's just too much to break down here. But for everybody that has been in this ecosystem for a very long time, the picture frame right here, the green, and then David Schwartz with these green candles, and he refers it to the 3 perfect alphas. And if we just kind of, dig a little bit, nothing crazy, the definition of an alpha candle is that it is mathematically calculated and significantly bigger than the previous candles. Significantly bigger than the previous candles. And, I could, it's maybe not a bad idea. I didn't even think about this. If I take this candle right here and I put it onto the chart, but guess what? That might be too bullish for your liking, okay? Why don't we just go ahead and go to the monthly chart for XRP, okay? If it's going to be significantly higher than the previous candles, right? This is back in 2021, and I'm telling you, when we're at $100, this is going to look like when we're at $10, $30. It's going to be peanuts. But if we do this significant candle, the exact same amount, okay? So we're not even doing significantly higher than the previous. We're doing the same percentage, okay? So if we were to do significantly double the amount, it would be, give or take, around $20. But I'm just going here with what it did previously. We're looking at, again, this is not even the full number. I couldn't go all the way up. We're at $11.66, okay? And is this possible? 100%. Like I said, we're going to see $100 XRP before 2030 because logically speaking, mathematically speaking, it has to, or it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't, do its purpose in this new ecosystem that they're creating and they have been creating for the past 10 years, right? Okay, so now that we got this bullishness out of here, and this is not BS, we're going to see these numbers, guys. Get ready. Strap in. Sudden wealth syndrome is real. And the fact that David Schwartz is even kind of entertaining this, and this picture just blew up, okay? I want to kind of give you guys an example to where we are today in a world of, just bad actors. Everybody's a bad actor in terms of the media. Because if we go to this article back from 2022, okay, I just want to give you an example. Bitcoin could plunge 70% to $5,000, Standard Chartered predicts, okay? Like, this is in 2022. So this is like, again, creating FUD within the retail investors. And then a year later, guess what? They changed their mind. Bitcoin is set to quadruple to $120,000 by the end of 2024, Standard Chartered says. Okay, this is July 10th, 2023. And then in December 2022, they said it's going to go to $5,000, right? The same bank, the same entity. The same bank, the same entity that is going to be now tied to Ripple and XRP. Okay, so this article is back from 2017, and I'm showing you this old article just to show you that these announcements still are intact. Okay, so Ripple and how long they have been going on for. Like this has been going on for a very long time. This is like a phase strategy. You got to understand that, right? You're laying down the foundation. You're connecting all the banks together, and once you have everything in line, that's when you could really, truly, okay, flip the switch. Ripple-powered instant payment services now live with Axis Bank, Rack Bank, and Standard Chartered, 2017. Let's go to 2021 annual report, right? So this is 2017. This is just for me to prove to you that, Rack Bank still is with. So this is 2021. As you guys could see right here, community-driven products, right? This is not a institutionalized, scalable system that they're utilizing here. This is a community-driven product. Rack Bank is keen to offer a diverse product portfolio to support its wide customer base. And then under Rack Money Transfer, they say right here how they could have instant remittances within 60 seconds to multiple countries through different corridors. And this service is in partnership with Ripple to enable money transfer through blockchain with partner banks. Okay, very important. And you're probably saying, oh, they're not using them. Well, guess what? Why don't we go to another, report. This is from 2023, okay? 2023, Rack Bank. Same thing, Rack Money Transfer. This instant remittance service powered by Rack Bank in collaboration with Ripple leverages blockchain technology, aka the XRP ledger. Okay, 2023. And then the thing is, since day one, and I know for everybody that has been following me, I've told you the significance of direct partnerships and indirect partnerships, because when we did private banking, there used to be a lot of, indirect beneficiaries, indirect partnerships where corporations will have, and say in other corporations, how they would just all kind of network together. Okay, long story short, what I just kind of gave you. And I've 10 years in banking, you see a lot, and you see exactly how these strategic entities come together over a long period of time and create something big. And we're seeing this unfold right in front of our eyes, like Ripple takeover is like what I like to call it, okay? Because if we go to an article that was just released today, Standard Chartered forms new entity for digital asset custody services in the EU. And also remember, Standard Chartered had invested in Ripple back in 2016, okay? A couple $1 million into Ripple. So this just, we're just kind of going through every year. Standard Chartered forms a new entity for digital asset custody services in the EU. Okay, further states, Zodia Custody, a crypto custodian owned by Standard Chartered, in March 2023 said it has registered its Irish unit with Luxembourg's financial regulator. Okay, so this is where they're going to different jurisdictions. Okay, so now that they have their custody, okay, then now they're registering in the EU. Remember what's happening here as well, right? This was back from 2021. Zodia Custody is now registered with the Financial Conduct Authority, FCA. The registration means that Zodia Custody is now providing commercial services to clients as a crypto asset business, okay? This is very important. Zodia Custody, an institutional grade crypto asset custody solution based in London, offers services to clients across the globe. Okay, it enables institutions to invest safely and securely in crypto assets. This is where things get very interesting, because if you guys recall, Standard Chartered Zodia Custody integrated with Matico's sub-custody digital asset network. Okay, this is December 4th, 2023. And May 18th, 2023, Ripple had bought Matico. Okay, so this Ripple bought Matico, and then you had Standard Chartered come in with Zodiac custody and integrated with Matico's sub custody. Right? Do you see how they're all interlinked? Like, don't even get me started. It would be just significantly long with all the individuals that are commingled within these organizations. Okay, where they go from all the like they're all like working like this big loop right now. That's what's happening. Because when we go to this article, BBVA is partnering with Matico to strengthen its crypto asset services in Switzerland. Now, do you see how Ripple acquires Matico? Okay, and I do apologize if I'm butchering that, but it doesn't really kind of matter. Because I know some of you guys always hit me in the comments when I say that. They get Matico, and now you have everybody coming into Matico. You have Zodiac custody backed by Standard Chartered, right? You have BBVA. If you guys remember this tweet, right? Matico partnering up with IBM, like for their cold storage. Like this is pretty much Ripple partnering up with IBM. Okay, and then even right here, BBVA collaborates with Ripple and IBM to enhance the performance and security of its growing digital platform. And this information that I'm covering right now, and I do appreciate every single one of you guys that came this far into the video, because like, here's the thing, I find this very interesting and I get very excited to film this stuff, because when I worked in the industry, all we did was kind of read stuff, understand. Like when you work at a bank for so long, going through documents, like especially when you understand how these systems and how these organizations operate, like this is their bread and butter. These documentations that they release are their bread and butter, and they're going to document everything they do, especially when they're introducing a new system, and especially when they're all learning together as a team. Okay, so that is why, like, it's very important for you guys to understand that for you guys tuning in here and actually watching the full video from the 1 minute mark to the whole video, like your mind is trained completely differently. Like words really can't describe it besides chosen. Okay, and if you guys have the merch that we dropped a long time ago, no, we're never going to release that again. I appreciate every single one of you guys that supported that merch drop. That's why on the back, we had July 13th, chosen one. And like, do you understand the significance of that merch now? You know what I mean? Like, there's just so much into that thing. When we look back at that merch, especially the pendants, and the pendants are being shipped out January. Okay, there was a lot of emails, everybody asking, saying when are the pendants being shipped, but it was made very clear at the time of purchase in the description and also in the videos that they were being shipped in January. Okay, it's all coming, everyone's gonna get them. And when we look back at these, stuff that we have gathered up, the community that we have built, the bunch of intelligent individuals, honestly, it's truly a blessing to have every single one of us here that see the same vision. And when we get new individuals into this ecosystem, some of you guys say, I'm being a little bit rude when I call them morons and stuff like that. But realistically, like, just if you ask yourself, it's like, what took you so long to come into crypto in 2024, right? Like, you are an airhead. It's always been there. You've heard about Bitcoin and crypto for the past 10 years, right? It's like, if you're just coming in 2024, like, I have nothing to say. I have nothing nice to say about you. And for the individuals that just kind of joined the channel and you may not know my tone, like, there's about 30,000 individuals that joined in the past couple months, right? Like, we get straight to the point here. We don't sugarcoat stuff. We only speak facts, because time will settle all arguments. And I would say over 95% of the information that we have covered on this channel since the inception of it has been bullseye. Okay, so again, I'm not here. The people that understand where I'm coming from are like they don't get mad, right? When I say moron, The people that find it funny are actually the intelligent ones because they understand where I'm coming from. The people that actually get triggered by that are like the salty, like legitimate morons out there that like, why are you getting upset? I'm like, just worry about getting ahead in life. Worry about, because at the end of the day, if you don't have money, like there's really nothing that you could do. Okay, it may sound harsh, but it's true. Like money makes the world go around, and this is like a pep talk that you guys need to understand. Like we're doing modern day slavery. Nothing has changed. Okay, like nothing has changed. Like we're still working for money. Like if you didn't work for money and you just had money, what would you do? Right? Like we're modern day slaves, but we're all in different categories given our intelligent levels. Okay, and the way they try to, fight your intelligent levels is, again, TikTok, mainstream media. But it's your responsibility to go around all that stupidity and all those, think about all the idols that you guys looked up to. Diddy, Rihanna, all these, 99% of those guys are like just freaks, right? Like if you knew exactly what they did and stuff, it's like they're freaks. But, we have individuals here trying to get the word out about XRP and crypto, and we have been doing this for a very long time, right? So when we say, you got to pull trigger, and right now you got to pull trigger. You do not have time, okay? If you're just getting into this crypto ecosystem and you have no idea what you're doing, okay? If you have no idea what you're doing, link in the description down below. We have the IGCPS institutional blueprint, okay, where you also get a one-on-one 30-minute call with me where we go over everything on that blueprint and we set you up for the next 6 to decades, okay, how to perfectly set up a portfolio for this crypto asset ecosystem, okay? Because when the banks come here, they're only going to give you one option. They're going to give you ETFs. They're going to give you baskets of ETFs of diverse, altcoins. But the thing is, crypto, the best part about it, you could do this yourself, okay? Don't be scared. Take action, okay? I'm telling you, we're going to come back to this video January 9th of 2026, a year from now, is just going to be, we're going to be in a completely different place. That's it. That's it. And I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Words cannot describe what's about to happen. That's all I got to say. I don't think you guys could feel, well, some of you guys feel, but you don't have time, okay? We do not have time. And I remember before we even did this huge leg up, when we were at like 40 cents, 35 cents, when Bitcoin was at 56,000, I said we don't have time. Like you guys got to start moving fast. And we're at that same stage right now. What's happening right now is just purely shakeout. Like all the new investors that just came in the last couple of months, can you imagine what they're going through, right? Some of them bought at the highs. Now you do this dramatic pullback. It's like, it's investing. Just be patient. Like, what's the rush? I can't wrap my head around these people that are like, that don't understand the bigger picture. Like, is it me? Is it me? But can you guys let me know in the comments down below? Like, there's no way. Like, I try to sit here and think about how over and over again, even adults need to be told that this is a brand new asset class and all you have to do is sit back and wait, okay? Yes, it's going to be very hard for the individuals that are just getting into this ecosystem, and when they see other people succeed, especially the people in your friend groups, okay, that are just getting in now, because you don't have a choice. You're going to get into crypto. It's either going to be through your financial institution or you're going to pull your pants up and you're going to do it yourself and you're going to get crypto. Like, this is it. This is like one of those things where like they're trying to create an inclusive world, an inclusive payment system. And like, especially with like financial inclusion, like you're going to open up new value, okay? The things are only going to get significantly larger here. So I do appreciate every single one of you guys. I went on a little rant there at the end. We haven't done one of those in a while, but like, it's so hard. That's why, I say like, people are airheads, they're peasants, because like I sit here and I analyze where we are in the world, especially given what we saw with CV19, especially what we're seeing in Hollywood right now with everything burning. Like that is all man-made, okay? Okay, I don't care what you say about, oh, it was the wind and the wind started the, no, like this is all, like they're doing this stuff. Like you got to understand this. Like this is a part of their agenda. These group of individuals that run the world, okay, just a handful, maybe less than 200, like they have agendas like years out, okay? Like there's already a plan for 2030, okay? There's already a plan for 2040. And for crypto, that is why this is like the biggest shakeout, because you're not going to replicate this ecosystem. You know, you're going to have failures, you know, in the future. Bitcoin will fail. Some of these coins will fail. Like, you're not going to replicate these. Like, this is it. This is like, no human has ever, you know, witnessed anything like this. So our mind is still adapting to all this stuff, right? So please understand. Every human being right now is being educated and they're being adapted into this ecosystem. So with that being said, we're going to end this off. I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Lots in the pipelines here. I cannot wait for the months ahead of us. It's going to be absolutely crazy.
But I think the idea of buying and holding forever and not trying to make adjustments requires that you've gotten it right in the first place. That you can only hold tight if you've bought right, if you will. And that is to say, have an asset allocation that has something to do with how many years you have to accumulate money, how much resources you have at stake, how much income you need, and how much courage you have to ride out the peregrinations of the market.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, you know, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.